this hose will be removed, and I know you don't carry it, but if you didn't have the need for an 1.5-inch connection, you'll still be able to access that valve once the hose is removed. It's just taking them some time to get to removing the hose. Typically, again, you can set that up on the floor below, stretch up. We did do a measurement this morning from one of these cabinets to the furthest point in the building is roughly furthest point on this floor is roughly 230 feet. So if you're only using one cabinet, you got to bring a lot of hose. And they figure if you're on the floor below, you got to get up the stairs. So talking to it basically was decided 300 feet is the way to go. Now, if you get the wonderful information of which side of the building the fire's on, if it's at the west end or the east end, then obviously you can choose the stairwell with the closest proximity to that, which will cut your necessary hose length down. But that obviously that information is not always forthcoming. So 300 feet is considered the standard of what you're going to need to hit pretty much any point in any of the buildings and any of the floors. Now again, as was described earlier, the output from this standpipe cabinet is the same as it is on the second floor, 120 psi. The whole point of the system is if you pump at the required pressure, 375 as Phil mentioned, doesn't matter what floor you're on, each of the PRVs is adjusted for the height of the floor you're on to give you that 120 PSI that you need for firefighting operations. So again, it's kind of a one-shot fix-all. Just hook up, open your valve. I mean, again, you could gate down, but again, if you're only getting 120 PSI, there's probably going to be no need to gate down using the valve. You're probably going to have it open all the way. So, especially given the length of hose you may need to deploy, you actually may be slightly under, depending on if you're actually hooking up all 300 feet to get to where you gotta be. So, but again, pressure can be boosted if necessary. All right, so this is one stairwell. We'll go to the other one because it's a little bit different.